Welcome, everybody, to podcast number 291. Hey, wait a minute, everyone. I think I labeled the podcast yesterday 289. It was really 290. Was nobody going to correct me on that? I'm just messing with you. Anyway, today's 291. Are you contracting what you want? Stay with us.
This is the Elevate Construction Podcast, delivering remarkable content for workers, leaders, and companies in construction wanting to take their next step. Get ready to step out of your comfort zone with Jason Schroeder as he encourages you to do better, live a remarkable life, and expect more. Let's go.
Welcome, everybody. I hope you're doing well and having a great day. Man, I am tired. It's been a long day of training, and I am just ready to go to bed. So right now, what is it, 9:53? Oh, that's not bad. That's like 6:53 back in Phoenix. I'm a wuss. Okay. So anyway, been out here doing training with a great company that's taking their next step and doing absolutely amazing things. What a tribute to leadership that's fully engaged. The president and the chief executive officer and the chief operating officer were both in the training for both days. It was amazing. They've started their Takt planning journey. They're training their foremen. They're training their superintendents. It was a great day, but I am exhausted. So let's get right into our podcast today. We're going to talk about lean in contracts. So this is the second to last podcast for the Integrated Production Control System series. Wow, that's a mouthful. So on Monday, you're going to, Monday you're going to get the pre-construction section of it, which is the biggest and most important in my mind. But this is going to be a shorter one ahead of the weekend. No stress. Stay with me. So first of all, we provide at Elevate Construction project recovery, training and boot camps, construction and organizational health consulting, anything that helps you as a construction company or organization or team take your next step. So if you have a question, please let us know. If you have feedback, please let us know. Or you want people to attend a boot camp, please let us know. So, and I'm starting to send out, I did a LinkedIn post tonight for the Takt certification training, and then tomorrow I think I'll do one for the superintendent boot camp coming up. So I'll actually write that down. Okay, super boot camp LinkedIn post. So I am modeling proper behaviors. If you don't write something down, you ain't gonna remember, okay? So there you go. I just wasted your time. Anyway, so that's that. What am I excited about in life? I'm excited about next week. Next week, well, I've scheduled a couple of meetings and I'm a little bit ashamed of it, but most of the week I am just jamming out on finishing the second edition of Elevating Construction Takt planning and getting up to speed with T-Modi and Takting, those two applications, and really getting some more resources, quite frankly, available for us for Lean Takt, uploading some more videos. Really just taking it up another level, because everybody's right now wanting Takt planning because it works. And the companies that are working with it are seeing the benefits. So that's what I'm excited about. Now, I have some feedback that I received. This is a doozy right here, but I have to post for my own integrity, the good and the bad. So this is from Zydrunas Lipus. I think he's from, or she, whatever, but from a different company. Gave me 1 star, Spencer me a 1 star on Elevating Construction Takt Planning. Said, very disappointed with this book. Reviewed in Germany on April 27th, 2021. So that figures the Germans are very good at this kind of stuff. So very disappointed with this book. The book is full of slogans like CPM is bad, Takt is the best, with almost no technical basement. Almost all infographic examples are poor quality, unreadable. The used font throughout the book is big and probably to expand the content of the book. If you believe that there is some magical silver bullets, then this book is for you. But if you have some experience in project management and construction management and time scheduling and would like to expand your knowledge, I recommend choosing a more professional book. So, wow, that was a scathing review. I appreciate that feedback. I hope I didn't say your name wrong. And so, hey, I'm going to make the book better tomorrow. And I would just say, as a point of feedback, I hope this person is doing what they're supposed to be doing to scale excellence in construction. So there you go. That's some feedback. And that was pretty hard for me to take today, but on we go. We're going to get better and better every day, and we got to be open to feedback. So here's some conflict. You're not spending enough time planning the project. So going back to the research laboratory, I will say that it's really not fair for me to talk about that job because I had 9 months of pre-construction to plan it, like a lot of time. So we had everything dialed in and we won big. But it's a testament to how projects should and could go. So here's the principle. I'm going to be very quick about this tonight. Lean in contracts. All systems you plan to implement on the project should be included in the contracts. This is key because it creates clarity for budget, schedule, and operational systems. We cannot surprise our trade partners with systems they did not bid and plan for, and we cannot expect to fully hold people accountable to our systems unless they are contractually tied to it. So the first step is to include a basis of schedule that details the following information at a minimum. So any assumptions, any exclusions from a schedule, logistics, and planning standpoint, risks, opportunities, key schedule considerations that affect cost, anything that cannot be interpreted from the Takt plan, Takt zone maps, and site logistics plan. Secondly, general operational inclusions, things like cleanliness, just-in-time deliveries, daily huddles, the 25-minute daily crew preparation huddle, the use of QC checklists and inspections by foremen, iPads for the foremen, zero-tolerance systems, making sure that people understand that the project management team interviews and approves foremen, that there should be foremen by geographical area assigned so that they can attend the right huddle systems. And then number 3, any other possible inclusions that would deal with your Takt plan, the last planner system, Scrum, any other system that you're going to use on your site. Well, I'm only at 6 minutes right now. The bottom line is, going back to the story, at BSRL, we bought out the amount of priority walls we were going to have. We bought out room kitting. We bought out lean behaviors, the huddle system, zero tolerance, the use of bathrooms, the fact that we would not have composite cleanup crews, all how deliveries were going to be made, how we wanted crews to operate, the orientation systems that we expected them to go through. And so whatever behaviors you want, you need to buy it. Now, this podcast is only 10 minutes today. I apologize if you're disappointed and you wanted it to be a little bit longer. Bottom line is, if you want it from a behavioral standpoint, if you want it from a procedural standpoint, if you want it to be a tool, if you want your trades to fall in line, and here, if you don't want trades to levy like $100,000 change orders because they're complaining about being in a huddle that's actually saving them money, then you better get it into their contracts. I really don't have too much tolerance for people that say that you don't have to do this, that lean will just magically fall out of the sky and work, that it's implemented like, butter and honey and rainbows and kittens and stuff. No, we have to sign people up. I go around to projects and talk to supers all the time, and I'm like, hey, we need to bring out materials just in time by tax zone, or we need to do this, or. And they say, well, that works if you buy it out that way. And guess what my response is? Well, we need to buy it out that way. Like, yeah, I agree. Like, let's go ahead and do this. Like, we need to buy out the things that we want. I always recommend having a tax plan, tax zone maps, site logistics plans, a basis of schedule, all of your Division 1 spec and prime agreement research done ahead of time, your risk analysis, fresh eyes, any estimating inclusions that you want for the project to make sure that you can run that job operationally, the right GCs, GRs, the right team size, all of that stuff identified before you send your bid packs out and your invitation to bidders, and be really clear with them. Hey, this is what you're buying into, and if it costs a little bit up front, then reduce a little bit of the contingency on the end and get to the same overall project budget. Because I promise you, doing it the right way, you'll spend less out of construction contingency, and that's really what we want to do anyway. We want to do it right, set you up right, respect workers, train leaders, and preserve families. So, in summary, if you want it, buy it. Put it in their contract, put it in their work order, put it in their work authorization, put it in their agreement. Some of these things even I would suggest putting in your company's master subcontract agreement, run that by legal, and make sure that everything's correct in there. I wouldn't recommend duplications between the master subcontract agreement and the work authorizations, but make sure you're getting this in. So at least, you can't control all the time what your project sites are implementing, but you can at least control what they're allowed to implement, so that as you're scaling excellence, you can do the right thing. So here's the thing, current condition, we don't contract what we want, so we don't get it. So here's the challenge. If you want it, buy it. On we go.
Please join us next time in elevating the entire construction experience for workers, leaders, and companies coast to coast. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to share with your construction colleagues and help us spread the word by rating, subscribing, and leaving a review on your preferred podcast listening platform. We really appreciate it. We'll catch you next time on the Elevate Construction Podcast.